Let's make a deal. You give me gold, and I'll look very happy.
Things have never been worse here.
You've amassed enough money to buy a house. Houses are excellent investments. Besides, you'll need somewhere to live if you meet that special someone.
Please, think of the children.
Have a look at what I've got. You have not seen anything like
Got
it.
the gold, so don't kick me out.
You were successful then. Bloody marvelous. You'll be glad to know I have some information on the mercenaries Sabine mentioned. They're led by a man called Seca. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me.
I sell the finest items in Brightwall. Keep it in, will ya?
One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweight, if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be. You're not likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Seca and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
They say nothing is as satisfying as earning a wage of one's own. I hope you don't think it too You've acquired a new suit. I would say it's the best mercenary uniform that money can buy, which is a bit ironic, really. You do look the image of a mercenary. May have something to do with the fact that you're dressed as one.
What a sight!
You're not disgusting or
I'm practically
just
giving it away.
not good looking.
These prices just cannot.
I need money for a new coat.
The economy's rotten.
And a belt. This one doesn't go with anything.
Gotcha!
My goods are the cheapest. Really they are.
Yay!
Hooray! Hooray!
Yeah! Woo! All right! Yay!
Hey, hey! Yay!
Woo! All right! Woo! All right!
Yay!
Yeah!
We have the finest product in Albion.
Yay!
You appear to have earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, you may continue working for as long as you wish.
The pawnbroker's not exactly known for his generosity.
Adorn your cheeks with a beard. Need some help there? Yeah, it may be expensive, but it's worth every ounce of gold.
You have a new facial hairstyle. I suppose that ensemble is a viable solution if you've grown bored with your other clothes and your gender.
Not quite repulsive, but well on your way. What is it you need? You're paying top gold.
You've got a new tattoo design available if you're feeling under-adorned. Ah, you look well inked. Jolly good.
You're paying
If you could just give a little.
Be sure to teach those mercenaries a lesson, and I'm sure that they deserve one.
Jimmy? Back from killing some dwellers? Come on in.
You been up to much lately?
Nah.
Nah, me neither. I sometimes wish I'd joined me dad with a family business.
Why didn't you?
Well, I never saw myself as a sugar salesman.
Oh, the wind blows west.
So I killed him.
Chill.
Okay, shy, Jimmy, come on over. Jimmy, over here, mate.
That bird till it was stoned.
Hey, Jimmy, over here. Jimmy, show Stilts here that thing you do, you know, the thing.
What thing?
Ah, you've not gone all shy on me all of a sudden, have you?
Roll over, you stupid mutt.
Don't get too close. That thing's probably got rabies or something.
All right, Jim, how's things? You been drinking in Brightwall again? Don't let anybody tell you drinking alone is wrong. That's some of the best times I've had. Anyway, here you go then, mate.
How do you like them potatoes? I can tell you can handle a gun, but can you handle...
Jimmy? That really you? You look different somehow. Were your eyes always that colour?
Nah, Jimmy's got periwinkle eyes like a beautiful summer morning sky. That's not him.
It's not Jimmy! Oh! Well, better him than me.
Whoa! Now that's a great blow. That dog should be put down. You all right down there, boy?
You're gonna regret this. Open the gates! I need reinforcements! How's that for defense, eh? Nice block. Don't worry. Shake it off. Don't let it get you down, mate.
You're lucky. Don't let it get you down.
Watch out! The bar's got a gun!
That's it. Cut the stinker down.
Oi! Stop hitting us, you precious sod!
Hey, you're broke, ain't ya? How are we gonna make any money out of killing ya?
This isn't how it's supposed to go!
Kill the Jimmy impersonator!
If you give up and beg for mercy, I might just let you live. But then again, trouble.
Hey, it's not nice to say.
Close, but not close enough, you...
Dangerous! Cover, lads, there's lead in the air! Wait, I don't want to... Jimmy was my mate! Die!
Leave her! She's mine! You've left quite a trail of bodies. You're not one of Sabine's dwellers, that's for damn sure. But you'll die like one.
Come on, Seca! And another one.
Catch your nails.
Seca's in trouble!
I told you we'd win this. Easy to look. You hit like a little girl.
Look at her blip. This ain't good. This is easy. Fight back, boss. Fight back.
Stop! You've won. This battle is yours. Kill me or let me live. It's your choice. And my men will honor it. We may be nothing but mercenaries, but we have our codes, like any other soldiers. We'll leave the dwellers be, no matter what you do. That is a warrior's promise. Thank you. I won't forget this. Let the stranger go!
You have taken another step on the road to rule. Sparing Seca has won over the support of his followers. Word is already spreading of your compassion and your strength.
It is a momentous occasion, madam. Your first victory in battle. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed 2 of the tasks that Sabine set for you. If you return to Brightwall, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement. Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place. There are new trophies on display in your trophy room. I decided that was the most appropriate place to put them. Well, the Book of Heroes takes a decidedly surreal turn regarding this room. It claims that there are other parallel worlds and even other heroes. There are new garments available. You can use these mannequins to store your current look in order to easily select it later. Well, that is a more traditional look. Any other business to...
Sell me your unwanted items. I want to buy them.
Best goods in Brightwall.
Oh, what's this? There's a chicken feather in my beer. Is that normal? Ah, here she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed. We have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Seca and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course. Nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The king's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But?
But, were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
There you have it. The way I see it, you will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your... now, the book says there is an additional rather amazing capability about the sanctuary's map table. It can help you find people who are in need of a hero. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and... You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region.
This is terrible. Somehow the gate got open. Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people...
You've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new feathery suit. Dressed as a chicken. What are you planning to do dressed as a chicken?
Think. Chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
Hey, come to put a smile on our face. Terrific. We're gaining the initiative. Go on. There are still more out there. When you find something, don't let on you're there to capture it. We had a couple of rough patches, but at the moment we're doing okay.
Well done. Their reign of terror is over before it began. All right, see if you can find some more.
Just ask. Keep the string on my phone.
Our potions are guaranteed to be 100% safe.
You won't find nicer food anywhere.
Got too much?
Sail! Sail!
Turns out, money can buy happiness.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it.
All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to do.
I wish
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail. I hope everything is in order. A very nice combination. Dare I say, you're not likely to get much...
I could believe that. I really do.
Oh, Pinch, you foul, vile fiend! You uncouth... You, dear lady, you who live in... Ah, you will find the legendary lost play? Splendid!
Finally, tragedy and comedy will come together as they should.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this cursed place. Only death and insanity await you.
Pick it up! No! Really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish, worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Endell. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
O Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depth of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
You look so cute in that crown.
Why, Jester, I had no idea you felt that way about me. Or is this another one of your japes?
Oh.
So it's true! You do love me! You have no idea how difficult it's been watching you strut about in those magnificent feathers, how much I've wanted you. Then it is settled. Tomorrow we shall wed, and let anyone who frowns upon our union have his head cut off.
Well, It's certainly a radical interpretation of the text, but effective nonetheless.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Oh, we're going to enjoy this.
Idiot! Making you look bad! Well done, lad! She shot you good, mate!
Next time, hit her before she hits you! Got the devil dog right in the chops!
Bleeding hell! How did you...
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live! You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus!
You think you can beat us? You ain't got a chocolate's chance in a schoolgirl's dormitory! Watch out! The slag's casting spells!
Oi! Leave him alone! He's a friend of mine!
I want her weapon when she...
Suckers shooting at us! Don't just stand there and get hit, you fool! Dodge around a bit! Oh, she just blew him away like it was nothing! This is gonna be tough!
Watch it! You'll shoot some...
All my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you perchance found... Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you 1,000,000 times! Thank you!
His head bosom! It's already working! Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands!
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms!"
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express
I'm
that
beginning
very
to understand why Philip Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day.
These prices just cannot...
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero queen. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope that you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your mother founded.
I will.
Very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our queen.
The economy's doing so bad, I'm practically giving my stuff away.
Upon that wall, you'll find the contracts representing the promises that you've made to the people of Albion. Your contract with Samuel is there, for example. You have several new suits. Those will make dressing easy. You have done a wonderful thing for those poor people in the mountains. They...
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. And supper. Damn thing doesn't open. How do you, Oh well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder. We've been blessed, my friends. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side. Boulder, promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury.
We'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible. Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Boulder? He couldn't be happier.
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I couldn't be prouder of what you've accomplished here. But there is still much for us to do, and I know just where to find our next allies. I'll meet you at the station in Mistpeak when you're ready. The revolution is just getting started.
Right here, we'd still be starving.
World's a better place with her in it.
I placed the contract representing your promise to Sabine on the wall.
Somebody get that door! Let's see your skills then. You should be ashamed of yourself. Get back up!
Don't worry, just a scratch. Shake it off. Drill.
Tall wench, ain't ya? Come here, I'll make you a head shorter.
I'm a wandering trader, trying to get to Brightwall village.